Right, let's get to it. Venezia, the type of team that have title parades on gondolas. I mean, these lot, they're a bit of me. But after promotion to Serie A, Venezia's recent stint in the top flight is in turmoil. They're sitting rock bottom of the table on just 10 points. A club always known for their dope-ass Kappa kits now have a rebrand after Drake saved him from bankruptcy. Now the hotline's blinging, so that can only mean one thing. JustMarco's here for 3 things. Saving Venezia from relegation, having some tiramisu and winning the Champions League. I gave the Penzo a lick of paint, but let's be honest, it doesn't hold a candle up to the real thing now, does it? Fantastico. We've barely walked through the door and everybody wants to jump ship. Now there's a couple of youths knocking about with some talent. Don't know how much game time they'll get, but I'm just showing you them just in case. Right, here are the boys. 3 at the back. Jesus, what was Eusebio Di Francesco thinking? No wonder you lot are bottling it. Hey, look, that's no reflection on you, big man. Gents, I present to you the ultimate Giesberger. This bloke is elite. Necking pints after scoring hatties. I mean, there's a reason he wears the captain's armband. Joel Pogianpaolo, aka the finisher. He's got a few years left in him, so we'll get the best out of you. On his right flank, we have a bit of talent. And the first of 3 players I want to keep in the team for the whole rebuild. Lights, camera, action, bruv. It's time for you to step into the spotlight. Gaetano Oristagno. Still just 22, look, he's got loads of potential. And next to him, our second player, the makings of an old school bombing fullback. I mean, he did stick one away in the playoffs last year. And then up the fence, have it large with the Ultras. Antonio Candela. 24 years young, I'm sure he's got what it takes to nail down that right back spot. And finally, the creme de la creme. Rolling switches, hitting switches. Got me feeling like a bowha. I got him pass it when I get it. Gianluca Busio, our resident 6 god. The boy will definitely be here until the end. But the rest of the team, well, it needs gutting. And to stop us leaking goals, we're switching from a 3 to a 4 at the back. We're going to need to invest in some real quality in the midfield now. Our attacking mids, and find a long-term replacement for the finisher. And just on cue, in steps our Esposito brothers. We're going to get them all involved in this rebuild, and once we sign them, we have to play them, no matter what. The only exemption is if they are unavailable through injury or suspension. But with only 6 mil in the bank, well, we're going to have to be smart with it. But we need to focus up and get this rebuild started. We've got 1 game before the January transfer window, and it just so happens they're in 18th place. The first game of this rebuild, arguably the biggest, and it's them, not us, to almost go 1-0 up in this battle at the bottom of the table. It's Joel to take it down in the box, hitting the slowest 360 no-look pass that alerts her to stick it away. And I'll be honest, I think it's his only goal for the rebuild, bless him. But our celebrations are cut short. Felici sticking it past our number 1 to make it even Stevens. And then it was a game of drop back and pray they don't score. Our midfield and defence were on the rocks the entire game, to be honest. Our number 1 kept us in it, but it's not him I'm worried about. It's the 10 players in front of him. Which is why we're bringing in a bona fide baller to lead from the back, Angelo Ogbonna, 600k from Watford. He might be on death's door, but I think he's got just enough left in the tank to get us over the line. And hello to our first Esposito brother, Salvatore. Welcome to Venezia. His stats might not be saying much, but those play styles, whew. Now we need to raise some funds for these next signings, so we have to say goodbye to the Deadwood. Now I'm not a fan of the goatee, but you can't have one without the other. Darius Olaru, 4 million from Bucharest. Now it's a huge chunk of change on the Romanian, but look at those stats, he's a baller. But with that being said, we've barely got any cash in the bank, and we're trying to find our diamond in the rough. Tell me he doesn't look good in the black and gold of Venezia. Florinel Coman, fresh off the dole. Our new resident Romanian, he's going to do bits on the flanks. Well, not exactly the flanks, but you know what I mean. Now go on then, try to say no to that smile. I dare you, Thiago Motta. I dare you! He didn't stand a chance. Yilmaz on loan until the end of the season. A bit embarrassing, he's almost our top goal scorer without playing a single game for us yet. But that's why we're sprinkling a bit of Turkish spice into rotation of inside attacking mids. Now I know they've signed players in real life this January, but I wasn't aware of that at the time of recording, so tough any die-hard realism fans out there. Jumping back into the games now, and we've got 12th place Empoli up next with a certain someone to keep an eye on. Now come on lads, let's go and save Venezia from relegation, eh? A couple of new faces in the dressing room, but our mission still remains the same. Avoid the drop at all costs. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, we're upping the ante and doing this in ultimate difficulty. Because why would we make it easy for ourselves, eh? As a bit of an incentive, I promised Joel he can knock back a pint after he scores his first goal for us this rebuild. And bless him, he tried his best this game, but he couldn't find the back of the net. But we see Empoli off 1-0. The first one of the rebuild, and a valuable 3 points on the board. Away to 12th place Parma at the Ennio Tardini. With a bit of confidence coming into this game, we're looking to build on the momentum. And from a wayward back pass, Joel springs into action. He finds himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he earns that name, the finisher. Go on lad, get that pint down you, you've earned it. Although it has gone straight to his head, just look at the state of him. We had to sub him off. But that doesn't mean we're going to take our foot off the gas pedal. Coleman gets body checked mid-bias here and we get a chance from 12 yards. Can someone get this man a doner kebab? He's absolutely bungalowed. Olaru steps up and absolutely rifles it home. 2-0 the final score, another 3 points on the board. We might have found our form, and just in time too, and we have the Venezia Verona derby coming at you. We're absolutely making sure to leave one on them early, worth it, and with the yellow card to his name, he makes sure to get that tackle spot on. But there's only so much that man can do to stop them from scoring. It's just ironic it came off his bloody leg. It's a derby, lads, come on, where's the anger? There we go, Duncan, do us a favour and stick it in the back of the net, thank you. But at the moment we're sharing the points and that's not good for both our ego and for our position in the league. So Joel absolutely rifles one. You can wait till the end of the season before you crack open another tinny, lad. But in the final few minutes, our midfield, well, there's nowhere to be seen and our defence is caught sleeping. It's a 2-2 remix job and we share the points with our rivals. Travelling away to 11th place Genoa, and there's only a few points in it between us and them, and that doesn't mean we're at the relegation spot. It's just a chock-a-block between 20th and 11th, to be honest. Now go on then, Coleman, what are you gonna do? Oh, it's outrageous, it's absurd, it's deviant, it's delightful. It's another 3 points on the board. And now we're having a scrap with bottom of the pack, Como. That didn't sound Italian enough. Como. That's better. A real 6-pointer for either one of us. It just depends on whether we can find the back of the net. Hours spent on the training pitch just for their man to clear it off the line. Not ideal. And the finisher not sticking away this old red kick. Devastating. 6 points turn into 2 as we share them. And now we've got 17th place Lecce, giving absolute tapas vibes. Now I can't tell you for the life of me what Ogbona's doing there, but he basically gives them the first goal. And there's a weak challenging around the area, and guess who steps up with a deflection? Angelo, bruv. Come on. Nah, that's not his fault entirely. We knew what we were getting into. He's just one bad cold away from completely kicking it. He should probably stay clear of Oristanio then, because this boy's ice cold in front of net. Magnifico. And in the dying embers of the match is our left back, who finds himself driving upfield. We just nudge Joe the other side of the defender and the finisher. Well, he does his job, doesn't he? 2-2 the remix, and that's another Jaeger bomb with your name on it, bruv. 14th place Monza come to visit the Penzo. We're quietly chipping away at the league table, unlike this bloke who takes chunks out of our post. Joel gets a little bit jealous and says, whatever you can do, I can do better. But you know what it's like by now, these things come in threes, but this time, well, it just finds the back of the net afterwards. But I wouldn't count us out just yet. These lads, they're really starting to gel. Must be all those dance classes our Captain Fantastic is organising with a Harry Barr. I don't know who he is, but, you know, the boys have found their groove. Just look at them go. A win choreographed to perfection as we go into the final game against Empoli once again. What's up, Sebi? Prove to these lovely people why we should splash the cash on you, eh? Actually, on second thought, just scratch that because I want 3 points. And I told you right at the beginning, Gianluca Busio is a bullhog. He ain't going to pass it when he gets it. He's got a brace to his name in this massive, massive fixture. It might not have been a game that highlights Sebi Esposito's talents, but it certainly did ours. Oristanio knocking it away to complement his earlier assist. 3-0 the final score at the Carlo Castellani. Now then, lads, have we done enough to avoid the drop? Yes. Yes, we bloody did. An absolute masterclass as we finished 15th on 36 points. Although 66 goals conceded, that is a bit concerning. We'll fix that next season. The finisher with basically a quarter of our goals in the league. Now off you pop, go and get trolleyed, lad. Now I'm afraid to say it, but Yildiz, it was crap, so we can stay at Juve for the foreseeable. Well done, lads. We avoided relegation this season. And I made some pre-contract signings in the background for season 2. Now come on then, let's crack on and start our journey towards Champions League glory. Name a more iconic trim to grace the game, other than Brazilian R9. It's Stefan El-Shaarawy, ladies and gents. Anybody remember his silver Ultimate Team card from back in the day? Unreal techers. Hellas Verona fans, look away now. Although this wouldn't be the first time he's played for a rival club now. Jorginho, our second pre-contract signing from last season. And our final instalment from last season, a new bombing fullback in the ranks. Borja for 500k plus Marin Serco. Another Romanian to add to the gang. And I better slow down or they're going to start unionising. Now, As we have a look at the kitty, we've only got 11 million to our name this season, but the universe, well, it's done us a proper favour and gift us an Esposito brother on a plate, so don't mind if we do. Sebi Esposito joins his brother Salvatore fresh off the dole, and he's a baller. Now, let's sort out this defence. Fabio Chiarodia, 2 million on the button from Gladbach. Now, I know it's a risk at 67 rated, but that's only for now. If all goes to plan, he'll be one of Europe's best in no time. And finally, we have a bit of backup between the sticks, Vito Manone. I know he's not the best, but look, he's decent backup, and I'm trying to keep it relatively realistic, okay? I was going to swoop in for Fernandez and make him a ball-playing centre-back, but at 29, you know what, I think I'll opt for someone a bit younger. Although I don't think we'll be able to afford him this transfer window. Another long-term target to add to the list. And with the finisher still knocking about for us, I'm going to leave signing the last Esposito brother until next season, so we can continue to develop. Our 2 youth academy grads have been loaned out. Take care of my boy Marco, yeah? Keep him off the Guinness. Now, Sebi will definitely wiggle his way into the team. It'll be ample backup for Joel and can definitely do a job on the wing, which is where I see him long term anyway. Our first full season in charge, and I don't want to be anywhere near the drop zone. Realistically, we'll be pushing a high mid-table finish, so we'll set our sights on Europe and we'll see where we land. And we'll keep an eye on the Coppa Italia as a fast track into Europe. Now, enough exposition, lads. We'll check in with the team in January. Now, let's go play some games. Fiorentina are up first. If you want to be finishing in a European spot, well, then you have to be picking up points against the other teams who want the same thing. And it's not ideal that we've just been undone by one long ball and a pass across goal, is it? Oh, I see how it is. Now you find your tackling boots, Chiarodia. I'm not going to lie, we were absolutely dog rough this game. Our only chance was this one, and well, Ollery didn't find the back of the net. I miss playing against the crapper teams. Fiorentina might have bent us over, so let's hope Barry doesn't do the same. Wait, no, hang on, I heard that. I didn't mean it. Can't unhear it now. Absolutely ridiculous. Where was I? Oh yeah, we can't score for love, nor money, nor fame, nor fortune. Now here we go, here's our plan in action. Candela around the outside and he puts it on a plate for the finisher. And now our left back is in the box to knock down the cross for Joel. Gang, 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 gang. The man moves like a double-decker bus. If he was only quicker on his feet, he might have had 4 goals this game. And with a 2-0 win looking likely, it's only right we go and balls it up. No offence, love, didn't mean it like that. And you'll never guess what happens from 12 yards. Yep, they sink it into the back of the net. But it's our ball, you pleb, and we're going home with it. And the 3 points. And next up, Sampdoria come to visit the Penzo. And we gift her an absolute slap in the face as soon as they walk through the door. We were on smoke this game. We were sticking it in from all angles. Their keeper, he didn't stand a Charles dance. Just look at this rocket from Busio. Outside the box, left side, right side, down the middle, it doesn't matter. The Sampdoria net was taking more balls than Bonnie Blue, if that's even possible. Now, I didn't realise Dribble Cisse was still knocking about. The pink wall of Palermo are the final game before the halfway point, and Sebi Esposito's coming in like a wrecking ball. Close your legs, you slag. And now he's feeling himself, hitting the defender with a Maradona spin, leading to a block shot, back pass, high press, Busio goal, trickling in, no chance. But let me tell you something, El Shaarawy, well, he doesn't have a barnet like a shark's fin for nothing. He's deadly in the box and he smells blood. 2-0 the final score against Palermo. Our attack seems to have found their rhythm, but are we singing and dancing our way up the league table? More like a 2-step and a gentle hum, to be honest with you. We're in the round of 16 against Atalanta in the Coppa Italia. Oh, yeah, right, hang on, the league. We're bottling it. 15th spot, 23 points, 35 goals scored with 38 conceded. So we know what needs to be done. We're having a yard sale, out with the old so we can bring in the new. The boy didn't stay a long-term target for long. Welcome to the Penzo, Basir Omaragic. He goes against my playstyle philosophy, but who cares? He's got all the makers of a great modern-day centre-back. And the plan is working nicely. Francesco is on his way to becoming a world beater in the background. I'm instantly feeling more at ease with the Swiss cheese in the team. That's the one without the holes in it, right? Back on the grind in the second half of the season. We're at the 50-game mark already. Oh, how time flies when you're having fun. And speaking of having fun, if you're enjoying this video, give it a like. And if you haven't already, then bloody subscribe. Even if you're not having fun, just do it anyway, yeah? Because it makes going 1-0 down all the more bearable. But I mean, their keeper was on one. Even Busio couldn't fire one home, and shooter's gonna shoot in the 6th, innit? 1-0 Roman, an ideal debut from the Swiss cheese, but we pick ourselves up and we move on. Straight into the Coppa Italia against Atalanta. Let's just try and fast track our way into Europe through the cup. And Sebi Esposito is a player that craves those illustrious Tuesday and Wednesday nights in the Champions League. And that majestic solo run is exhibit A through Z. This guy is levels. and he's going to take us to the next one. 1-0's a bit of a touchy scoreline, and apparently all it takes is one pass to cut through our defence. But we get caught doing some stupid nonsense in extra time, and Candela gets caught on the ball in her own half, and he's sent back to West Ham. Brilliant. Our fast track into Europe has been cut out from under us, and now we're looking for a scrap. And who better than our other rivals, Udinese. It didn't take long for us to draw first blood. A cultured finish from our number 8. He's got a bit about him. But the fun doesn't stop there. Candela making the defender hit the cha-cha slide in the build-up for our second. It's not all one-way traffic though. They do pull one back. But that doesn't matter, because in the second half we witness an Olaru masterclass. Pick that one out. One touch to set him up, and the other one to rifle it top bins. If that impressive win against our rivals doesn't pull us out of this slump, then well, to be honest, I don't know what will. Apparently our defence learned nothing though. The annoying thing is we didn't gift them 1 goal, we gave them 2. And the cherry on top, we get dinked like a little mug. Absolute misery compiler. Our form in the second half of the season has taken a bit of a nosedive, which makes this wizardry from Coleman a bit hard to enjoy. Oh no, you know what? Run it back! Abracadabra, Playboy, because that right there, that is absolutely magic. Anyway, back to reality, we lose 4-1. Oh no! This is not good. In the final game of these highlights against Bologna, we're looking for any form of redemption from the lads. Any sign of promise for a better tomorrow. This second half of the season, well, it's been a bit of a car crash, and it can't be in vain. Other than cracking a couple of shots off, the only redeeming quality in this team is that we are full of potential, but potential doesn't help you when you're getting slapped about by Bologna 3-0. Yep, that Swiss cheese does have holes in it. I checked. It's not going to be a surprise to you that we haven't finished this season in the European sport, although we did improve on last year and on January. I mean, we've still got a long way to go. 15 goals this season for the finisher, 7 off the golden boot and, well, 8 off winning it. He finished our top bagsman though, not like he needs an excuse to crack open a tinny. And our boys out on loan, they are developing, slowly but surely. And obviously none of our lads, well, they didn't make the team of the season this time around. Right. Come on, boys. It wasn't the season we were hoping for, but let's regroup and go again in Season 3. Roll the tapes. The board have told Marco that there are plans underway for a brand spanking new stadium, and I must admit, it's a pretty sight. Which is why I'm assuming they've given us all to spend in Season 3. With the low funds at our disposal, I wanted to get our boy in on loan and buy another centre-back, but who cares what I want? Welcome to the Pierluigi Francesco, the final piece of our Esposito brothers jigsaw puzzle, and in all fairness, a promising talent to play alongside Joel, but more on that later. Because I've got to welcome the new geezer in. A South Korean import, Kim Joo-sung, fresh off the dole. Look at the state of you, mate. 77 pace and play styles for days. I love it. We don't have that much left in the kitty, so we've had to raise some funds for January and send a couple promising talents out on loan for development, which gives us 9 million to play with in January if we need it. Hey, look at that. The 3 Bromigos in the squad taking over this left-hand side. And as mentioned before, we have switched formation round to accommodate the 2-man attack and get all of our top G's in one team. But I still want our fullbacks to bomb up and down the flanks, and it leaves a nice little box of death to deal with any possible counter-attacks. Look, we need to finish in the European spot this season, otherwise questions are going to start to be asked. Hopefully if we win the Coppa Italia, we can avoid getting #Marco out banners at the Pierluigi next season. So we've dripped out in the black fit because, lads, this season we stand on business. You know what, in hindsight, a mid-table finish last year is pretty realistic after taking over a team bottom of the table on 9 points just a season and a half ago. But with 4 transfer windows come and gone and basically 11 handpicked players on the pitch this season, we need to kick on and challenge for a European finish. One of our 3 objectives after all is to win the Champions League, and we haven't even begun to cross that one off yet. And now we're a little bit further away after giving away a penalty and being penankered. What a mug. I'm not arsed about going 1-0 down. There's plenty of time on the clock, and with Orestano on the ball, it feels like time is standing still because I'm in awe of that boy. And just because I didn't mention it at the beginning, it doesn't mean I've forgotten Joel Podjempalu. I swear down, if you don't stick this in the back of the net, I'm cutting you off at the bar. There we go. Good lad. You can have one on me. Because the gaffer, he's being tempted away by a siren called Napoli. But you're alright, lads. I'm staying put. I told you we're on business this season, and just like Mike Myers, we're ready to cut down anyone who stands in our way after we appreciate this turn and finish by the common number 19. It was a little bit naughty, to be honest, but credit where credit is due. And we can score amazing goals as well, by the way. Just look at this team goal. Taken a season and a half, but Marco, well, it looks like it's coming into effect. Our midfield and attack have gelled better than a tub of VO5, but there's none of that crap in Marco's Barnet though, on his Schwarzkopf coconut conditioner. Because it's got to be our defence that's our Achilles heel. Legs akimbo and their man is sticking it where he likes. And to top it off, our new boy misses an absolute sitter to win the game. 2-2-3 mix versus Come on now. We turn our attention to the Coppa Italia as we visit Cagliari. I'll keep it short and sweet. We win 1-0 through another bit of Coman magic. What is Romanian for the magician? Anybody know? We're through to the next round though, and we'll be keeping an eye on it. And it was hard to keep your eyes off of that Techers. Oh my word, if there was any time to score, it was then. But we keep on keeping on against Genoa. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. And Joel has bought the lot of them, because the prize is a bottle of Jack Daniels, as well as 3 more points on the board. So watch out, Udinese, you're up next as our rivals come to visit the Penzo once again. Ideally, I wouldn't want to start the game giving a penalty away, but you know, that's what you get when you're stubborn and putting your trust in the 70-rated centre-back. But I don't think our quality in defence could have prepared us in any way for this onslaught. I mean, a Hattie inside 30 minutes is a travesty. But there's still plenty of time on the clock to claw one back, and we would have done that sooner if Francesco Esposito could have timed his run. He gets this one inch perfect though, and then leathers it across goal. We get some luck as Candela gets chopped down in the box, and it's Francesco from 12 yards. The youngster bottles it. I couldn't tell you why Joel didn't take it, that remains a mystery. As too does this bloke's name, who has scored 4 goals against us. He's going to get scouted. If we are playing with 2 up top, I want him next to Francesco Esposito when Joel retires, because he should have bagged 4 goals this game. Needless to say, we have been humiliated on home soil. Now let's go check where we are at the halfway point. Yeah, you know what? It could be worse. 11th spot in the league, but we are only 5 points off the Conference League and 12 points away from a Europa League spot. So I'm hoping this sacrifice will be worth it, although to be fair, he is barely playing. 14 million in the kitty now, and although it's tempting to cash in on Sebi Esposito, I'm sticking with our challenge. So we're calling in on some reinforcements in the centre of the park. F.A. Ackman for 4 million from LASK. You might be wondering why we bought the Turk in, it will all make sense soon enough. The forgotten man from Barcelona, Yusuf Demir for 2 million, hoping to find his form again at the PR Luigi Penzo. And finally, a proper no-nonsense brickhouse on a budget. Racic from Sassuolo. And he is a tank. A 6'4" brickhouse to bring on to lock things down if we need to. Because we're switching to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow in an attempt to stop letting geezers just waltz through the middle of the park. But don't worry, we're still going to get our wing-backs high and wide like a fatty with a joint. We've got Lazio in the round of 16 of the Coppa Italia, and you best believe we're putting all our eggs in this basket. But first, let's have a scrap with Hellas Verona, eh? Come on, we've got to beat at least one of our rivals this season. I've still got my back up about being beat by Udinese. We've got to set this right and get some winning momentum before going into our round of 16 tie with Lazio. Getting a goal early doors was enough to settle the nerves, but we're not looking for a scrappy 1-0 win. We want to be full of confidence going into the next game. And there it is, a 3-0 win ending in style. So go on then, Lazio, let's be having ya. Oristanio driving through the middle of the pitch. A player of his calibre is allowed a bit more freedom on account that he loves lacing it into the back of the net. He's then picking the ball up from deep and playing through little bro Francesco. And if anybody is doubting why we have attacking fullbacks in this formation, this is why. Now this is why the point of view cameras were brought in. This is a sick goal. Bellissimo. In the 65th minute, the Eagles managed to pull one back, and the gaffer isn't happy about something or other. So go on then, Sebi, stick this one top bins to put a smile on his face. Jesus, lad! Busio's aged a day and a half waiting for that to drop out of orbit. But no matter, 2-1 is the final score, and now we're into the quarterfinals. 0 to 100 happened real quick. And what a game for it as the old lady come to the Penzo to be knocked out of the cup. And it's nice to see our tactics are working to treat our left back plays through our bombing forward right back. And you know what he does by now. Oh, he loves scoring goals. 1-0 up in 75 minutes on the clock. Juve, well, they've been reduced to punting balls forward. Although I must admit, this return pass into Vlahovic, that was a bit naughty. And Diaby whipping it near post is not a bit of me. Lads, we could be in trouble here. But when you have the meanest, toughest, most badass finished brickhouse to grace the game on your side, you've always got a chance. I'll keep your champagne on ice, bruv, because we've got extra time to deal with now. And when the stage is set, this boy, he has a habit of delivering the goods. Magiciano has knocked out the old lady, stole her purse and booked us an Uber to the semi-finals. And I didn't realise it was over 2 games and I accidentally simmed the first leg. Who cares though? We won 2-1 somehow against Inter Milan. So all we need to do this game is not lose. So I'll take a scrappy little rebound to go 3-1 up on aggregate all day. We spent the rest of the match watching our Finnish number 1 drop a TED talk on shot stopping to keep us in it. But there's only so much that he can do, as Barella sticks one away. However, on the day, Joro Renier single-handedly won us the game. Better luck next time, chaps, because we've booked our place in the Coppa Italia final. We've got through that by the skin of our teeth, but we've deprived the world of a Milan derby in the final. In the league, though, we have games remaining, 2 to be precise, but we are in 8th place and 20 points away from a Conference League spot, so there's really no need to play them. So no pressure, lads. But if we don't win this game, then we're not playing in Europe next season. Forget about the league finish. Forget about Europe next season. We've earned this final. So let's turn up the heat against AC. Come on, lads. One dirty, horrible, scrappy 1-0 win. Let's get it done. That's coming home with us. Look at what we have here. What do we have? Oh, Kuzanov in the back line. Adley, Fofana, Terracino, Grealish. Human son. You know what? These lot, they aren't all that. Oh. Grealish, he sent me for a hot dog. Oh no. No. Now it's us running through the 6 with our woes. You know how that should go. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, Esposito. Francesco. Little hill to hill. Oh, go on, let's whack it. No, you're joking. You are having me on. I can't believe it. I'm still in shock. I can't believe you've just wellied that in. He's dumbfounded. Come on, the Swiss. Oh, excellent. Borgia. No, just get the ball gone. Out wide. Oh my god, no, out wide. What is going on? Jesus, do we even want to be playing in Europe? What's going on? Joel. Oh, the other post. We needed it inside the other post. Too much has gone on in the opening 20 minutes. Oh, and there's going to be plenty more with crap like that. No, that was a terrible tackle. Come on, save us. Get that! Oh, for God's sake. It's going to be a bloody cricket score. Whose idea was it to play an ultimate, eh? Whose idea? We're getting absolutely battered. Out wide. That's a great ball from Borgia. Mandela. Who's in there? Go on, Joel. Go on. Oh, how have you not put that in the back of the net? Go on, Sebi. Sebi Esposito! Oh, my Lord. Oh, techie number 10 has absolutely rifled one. From outside the... Oh, we can't even see the bloody goal. What has happened here? Come on, Joel. Don't lose it. Waiting for the overlapping run from Candela. There it is. Oh, he's blowing. But Borges at the back stick. Get it into him. Whip it! Oh, my Lord. In there. Let's go. Come on. In the back of the net. Joel. Oh, Joel. Out to Candela. Let's go. Come on. Use that right foot. Whip a ball in. See you there again. Oh, Borgia. Fire it across goal. Woo. Oh, no. Well done, Borgia. It's definitely too late in the game, but we've got to make subs. We've got to do something. Fresh legs. One final attack. Let's do this. Come on. Get this ball clear, and we could be all right. Get up. There we go. Run with it, Coleman. Run with it. Cristiano. There we go. Don't lose it. Just don't lose it. Into Coleman. Yes! The pace! Florian Coleman. What a turn! God, what a save! Oh, you are joking. Oh, that was phenomenal. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I think I might do both. This has killed me. Come on, someone just get something on it. Yep. Get it in the back of the net. Oh, no. Get it back in there. Back in there. No! Ah! This was the no-brainer. This was the banker. This was the one that couldn't fail. This is the one that's never failed. I am gutted. And somehow Oh, this is Kendrick Lamar's fault. I just know it. I've just got to watch it again. How did this geezer save this rebound? Whatever. Didn't want to win it anyway. These last 2 games, well, they don't even matter now. Because we're not going to get to a European place even if we tried. So we're going to sim it against Inter Milan. Come on, lads. Do us a job. Oh, they've done us a job. Fair play. And then one more time against Palermo. And 1 apiece. Who scored? Olaru. Go on, lad. Season 3, down the drain. Season 4, we go again. 21 goals in the league for Joel. That is pretty outrageous for an 8th place finish. 25 and 7 in all comps for our finisher. I thought he might have snuck into the team this season, but apparently not. Now, it's nothing personal, lads. You've done a great job up until now, but we need to be in some European competition in Season 5, so Mr. Editor Man, roll the tapes! Oh no, it looks like the finisher is finished at the end of the season. After that big blue boozer in the sky. Distressing news, but we move. And with 16 million in the bank, we're looking to improve on a budget. And we know what to do. Turning an unknown Brazilian centre-back into a world beater is Serie A heritage. With that being said, welcome Rodrigo Guth. Guth? Probably Guth now I'm thinking about it. But I don't want Chirrodia just sitting on the bench, so we've loaned him out to the Toffees for a year. Glad to see you've got some legs on your champ, because bruv, you're going to need it. 9.5 million for Matej Ryans. Our new attacking wingback is a bit of a gem if you ask me. But again, I don't want Borgia just rotting on the bench, so this season we've loaned him out to Brøndby. You right, lad? Have you lost your mum? Stay here, I'll go find her. Oh, my bad, it was Adam Armstrong on a free. A reliable rotation option up top, I don't mind it. And we've got a backup keeper on the books, Horatio Moldovan, yet another Romanian geezer to add to the gang. A few outgoings to raise some cash, nothing major, and our 2 youngsters off to do bits on loan again. And before we've even got started this season, Oristanio is out for 5 weeks, which is a real touch of class. The squad is looking so much better after our defensive upgrades, but now, Joel, hey, come on. I know you're retiring, but do us a favour and help us to finish in a European spot, yeah? We're going to be breezing through this season quicker than the finisher is going to be hitting up the local boozers for a pint of liquid gold. Although, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he's already half cut this season, because the man's got nothing to live for. Although something tells me we've got some good fortune on the horizon. And after witnessing this absolute beauty from Ryans, I think it might give him a new lease of life. I told you that play style was going to come in handy. And his quick feet from our boy Olaru, but don't get it twisted because he can still rock one. The Colosseum has been treated to an absolute bloodbath. Are you not entertained? Well, you're about to be. Because somehow, some way, you've guessed it, we have qualified for the Europa Conference League this season. It caught me off guard the first time round, so I wasn't going to spoil the surprise for you. Look at him. I've never seen him so happy. Our pot of Conference League games forthcoming, and lads, we've been blessed with Europe, so it's only right we go full guns blazing squad. See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. I didn't know who they were until I watched Love Island. To be honest, I still don't, but how dare I have doubts about this man. Of course he's always going to perform for us, especially on our biggest stage yet. And you know what they say, pressure makes diamonds or burst pipes, and we've got a bunch of uncut gems on our hands here. Although saying that, we still do have a leaky defence as we get caught with our pants down fresh out the shower. But I do have time for FC Basel's kit. Look at the state of it, it's a beauty. Sticking with the Conference League, because you know what, why would we want to play any other games? And Francesco better sleep with one eye open after getting in between Joel and an amazing solo goal. And it would have been to our downfall as the game was on a knife's edge until his brother Sebi smashed one home in the second half for another 3 points on the board. And then it's off to Turkey for a new hairline and a set of veneers, and hopefully another 3 points. With only the Basaksehir here goalkeeper standing in our way, and oh, I forgot I'm a Rajic flopping about like a fish out of water. How embarrassing. But it's alright, I know we've always got a goal in us. And Francesco, the smart thing to do here would be to play it across the Joel to make amends. But he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Look at him, there's not much going on up there. And there's even less going on with our defence as we 2-2 the remix it. Sharing the points with the home side. Now into the final game of these highlights. A semi-final of the Super Cup away to Inter Milan. Not 100% sure how it works, to be honest. I think it's because we were in the final of the Coppa Italia last year. So we automatically get a spot. I mean, that sounds right. I just don't know for sure. The only thing I am certain of is that Sesko humiliated Joronin and we go bowling out at the semi-final that we knew nothing about until 30 seconds ago. But do you know what? I couldn't give a f***. We're sitting pretty in the league in 7th spot. Our new look defence is doing bits. But the only thing I care about this season is the Conference League, and we go straight through to the round of 16. We have a bit of cash in the kitty, but not enough to make a real difference to the team, so we're sticking with what we've got. And lads, honestly, you're getting a bit desperate now. I told you already, my heart is set with Venezia. Because I said it before, now I'll say it again. We're on business this season. We're putting all our eggs in the Conference League basket, and Poznan stand in our way in the round of 16. I simmed the first leg. It ended 1-1. So it's winner takes all this game. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently you lot didn't hear what I said. It's winner takes all. Now start acting like a team that wants to win this competition and not one that's just happy to be here. It's 89 minutes on the clock. Are you not going to pull your finger out your ass because we're losing to Poznan? Although saying that, we are catching them on the counter. And that is a cutting-edge through ball from Sebi Esposito to find his brother. Oh, Francesco, you 6'3" brick house. In extra time, we're then piling on the pressure. That is a bit of magic from Sebi Esposito, and he plays it into Coman. Thank the Lord, we're through to the quarterfinals. But against who, Chris Kamara? Well, we're off to Marseille to visit a bunch of deviants. Oh no, Harry, not you too. You were supposed to be the best of us. Everyone lets you down eventually, I guess. But the same can't be said about our number one, a cracking save, son. But we're not intimidated by JL Block B, although they are the toughest team we have faced so far. And we like to make it hard for ourselves by giving them a bleeding penalty. Ackman, why have you gone full Zizou? It's a 1 out of 5 chance to save the penalty, and we guess wrong. When we're in a tight sitch, we like to call on a couple of players to get us out of a pinch. And you can always count on the magician to pull a rabbit out of the hat. The Romanians linking up to give us the lead, which is very quickly thrown away because of some shoddy defending. Marseille dropping a 2-2's the remix. And now it's all to play for in the return fixture. We need no less than a perfect performance against these cretins, and the Esposito bros linking up is a great place to start, until those lot decided to score 2 goals in 8 minutes. Not good, not good, not good, not good. But I said it last game, there's always a couple players who we call on in a pinch. The first is Coman, the second is Sebi Esposito, and the third is little bro Francesco. Absolutely everything went through the trio in this game is actually unjustifiable at this moment in time for any of them to be dropped, as they lead our comeback in an astonishing 4-2 win, which puts us up against the Famalam in the semi-finals. Yeah, I'm just going to cut to the chase. This bloke dinks us in the first half and then sticks it bottom corner in the next. I think I'm going to have to get you scattered as well. He probably would have grabbed a third if it wasn't for the Swiss cheese, but I want you to take a note of where Ackman picks up the ball. Our little Turkish talent has all the makings of a techie number 10, as he does his best Bilbo Baggins impression and goes on a little adventure. Armed with nothing more than the Adidas Predators on his feet and a can-do attitude, he has single-handedly brought us back into the fold. A world-class goal from a world-class talent, which means that once again it's all to play for in the return fixture at the Penzo. Yes, another must-win game, and the law of averages suggests that our sleeve is running out of tricks. But I said it at the start of our Conference League campaign, and I'll say it again now. Pressure makes diamonds or bursts pipes. And we might have a leaky defence, but the raw talent of our unflinching, unforgiving, unwavering attack will always shine through. And when the lights are brightest, pressure is highest, crowds are the loudest, the best will arrive, the strongest will survive, and the greatest will thrive in the floating city of Venice. I guess we had a trick up our sleeve after all, as the magician, our diamond in the rough, has booked our spot in the Conference League final. Yeah, that's right. The gaffer's got bars. Pulitzer Prize incoming. Right, let's focus up. We got Sevilla in the final, and they're no easy feat. We're nowhere near a guaranteed European spot for next season, but what do I know, eh? We finished 8th last season and was given the Conference League. Bro, come on now, the finisher, you set the standard. I mean, you might have fell off a bit in the race for the Golden Boot, but that's not your fault. We didn't play you. Lads, I don't care how we do it. By hook or by crook, bribe the refs if you have to, because this man deserves to lift silverware. Either way, tonight, he's going to get absolutely rat-arsed. Sevilla might be the favourites, but this has been 3.5 seasons in the making for Venezia. I wouldn't be writing this off just yet. I don't know. They've got a right winger, and that's about it, innit? Come on, lads. Group pick. Gang, 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 gang. And straight inside. Go on, Busio. He's yours. Oh, you let him get the pass off. Candela, he's been done. They're in the box. Oh, big hand from our Finnish freak. And this right hand side. Oh, they're playing to lose Guillemot. Rabien, hold him up. That's lovely passing that is. Big hands from Joaren. all the way up there. Is that Esposito? Oh, well done. This is dangerous, actually. Hang about. Go on. Get it in. Get it in! Oh. Into Sebi. No, don't lose it. There's Busio. Take one touch and absolutely whack it. No, I don't think... Have we scored a corner yet in this rebuild? I think this is the one. This is it. Planted right on his 5-head. Come on. Joel! How was that so off target, mate? Greens. Go. Ollery. Off you pop. You pop, Ollery. There we go. There we go. Oh, bit behind him. That's fine. That's fine. Busio. Yes! I was bricking it when we got Seville in the final, but you know what? We've been dominant so far. Up 1-0 going into half time. We're not just doing it for Joel, we're doing it to rescue our season. Come on, lads! Hey, Sebi. To Busio. Going for the overlap. Give it into Joel. That's just behind him. Joel! Oh, what a save from the keeper. I've got a bad feeling, bruv, that he ain't going to score on his final game. Well done. Just turn. Get some space. Joel! Oh, another great save. Oh, Candela. No. David Guth, come across. Just stand up. Oh, what a save. What a save. I thought that was going to nestle into the corner. Oh, Joel. No, my God. How have you not scored? How was that not gone in? Oh, and there it is. Final whistle. Well done, lads. Now, honestly, you can't say we didn't try and get him a goal on his final game before retirement. I mean, Joel, mate, you did have 3 bloody chances, bruv. You know what? I bet lifting the trophy is a great consolation, though, because Venice, oh, we are UEFA Conference League winners, baby. Started from the bottom, now we're here. And I think it's a good place to end part 1. It'll be sad to see you go, but it's not like it didn't pull your weight, mate. 61 goals and 14 assists in 141 appearances, and 1 UEFA Conference League. Go on then, lad. You've earned it. 21 goals in the league from Francesco, and 29 in all comps this season. If we're looking to the future, I think we're in safe hands. Although we didn't make the team of the season, though. In part 2, where do you think we need to strengthen? Do we stick with the Esposito challenge? Do Busio, Orestano and Candela still have a guaranteed spot in the team? Have your say in the comments below. We'll be kicking off part 2 in the Europa League, and with that comes a bigger budget to make better signings. I've scouted out the 2 strikers who caused us havoc, but let me know who else we should have on our radar. If you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Part 2 will be out ASAP Rocky, so until then, lads, take care and arrivederci.